Hey YouTube family, this is Francie with Francie's Joy, and it has been a minute. Um, just a busy life, and I don't know, you'd think I'd have time to sit and make videos. I don't know, but I got a lot to tell you, and I actually started to tell you this at another place. I had found this really cool place to go watch sunsets. I haven't been back, but yeah, I didn't make it there either. So here I am sitting in my daughter's car, and I just took a load to Goodwill, and I need to update you on what is going on. Alrighty, so in my last video, I believe I was getting ready to go on a camping trip. I had it booked. I was going. I had gone through everything, and it takes so much preparation for me to go through my camping stuff, make sure I have everything, and so I did not end up going, and I was loading the car to go. I mean, serious, we were going. I was loading the car. I was going to leave the next day, and I had inquired about a job, and the job was in Kentucky. And so I was going camping right before my spring break. Well, into the first weekend of the spring break. So, let me roll down the windows a little bit. I don't want to turn the air on. Makes the car too loud. So, anyway, yeah, so I was, loading, and the people I was talking to knew I had spring break that week, and they're like, well, can you come up for an interview? And I thought, are you kidding me? Which I knew once we had started talking about the job, they were probably going to ask me to come up. So I unloaded the camping stuff, and I ended up driving up to Kentucky. So I went up there. It was a little chilly, I will say. Interviewed for the job. Long story short, I got the job. All right. So I am moving to Bowling Green, Kentucky in about 2 weeks. May 29th, we will load the truck and move out, head up there. So anyway, I'm actually going by myself. My daughter's not going to come with me. She's going to stay here in Orlando. And so it'll be the first time like I'm really living by myself. So that's going to be odd. But I'm really excited about the job. I am leaving teaching. And as much as I love a lot of aspects of teaching, there is a lot of it now that is just so overwhelming and stressful, and it's just not there for me anymore. And so I'm very thankful that God gave me this opportunity to get out. And because I was just going to try and stay in for 2 more years and retire, and live on Social Security and in a van somewhere, and yeah. So now retirement can be postponed, and I think this is a good thing, because this position that I'm taking comes with a house. It comes with a nice 3-bedroom house. So I will not have to pay rent, utilities, and I don't believe I have to pay for the internet either. And so, yeah, that is huge for me. That is huge for me. And Now, it is a nonprofit organization. I will be working in a ministry type position. So it's not, I'm not making a lot of money, people. It's not that. And it was never about that. Several things about this. One, it was getting me out of the classroom. Two, it provided a place for me to live where I'm not paying almost $2,000 a month for rent. That is huge. And three, I'm still working in a ministry type job. I'm still helping people and so forth. So I will be actually helping single moms. It's mostly single moms. I think sometimes they get single dads, but they have a program where they can, they help single parents. And so the single parents are given an apartment, and there's a huge pantry they can get a lot of stuff from. I also can get anything I want from that pantry. They just provide a safe place for them to live, to be able to get a job or even go back to school. Just that time to be able to build something up so they can be independent and reach their goals. And so I will be over that program. So that is exciting. I'm excited about that. It's just a new chapter, a new journey. But having the living expenses, you know, that has always been an issue for me. And I know in my retirement, I'm still not going to have a place to live. And that is why I started checking out van life and all the things. And which I don't know what's going to happen down the road in retirement, but I love going camping. And I even joined a group. They're called Sojourners. And because this job just came out of nowhere. But Sojourners is a group of retired people who go around and help different churches. And so I thought, you know what? I want to do that because they live in RVs, and hey, travel and serve. What better thing to do? And so I said, I'm just going to go ahead and apply, because at the time I was teaching and I thought, I have to get out of this. And so I was going to be done at 62. In 2 more years, I'm done. And I thought, I'll just join them. That will give me some safe people to travel with. They have a camp in Texas that you could just stay in, like in between sojourning missions and stuff. And I'm just thinking, you know, this is perfect for me to be able to do this. And so I went ahead and applied, because I thought, even though I had to teach for 2 more years, right, I would go on trips in the summer, because you have to do at least 1 trip a year. And I said, okay, that's no big deal. I'll go ahead and join, get to know the people. I had already met some of the people and so forth. So, yeah, that's what we're going to do. Okay, I got accepted. And I got this new job. So the problem with a different job that's not teaching is that you don't have the holidays. I don't have 2 weeks off at Christmas. I don't have a week off at Thanksgiving. I don't have a spring break. And I don't have my summers off. So that's going to complicate things for being in the Sojourner group. Because my first year, you only get 5 days. But I was also told that you get 5 mission days. So if I combined those, that would give me 2 weeks. Okay, so the problem is I probably can't take that till next year. So with the Sojourners, you have to do 1 trip a year. But I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to explain my situation and tell them, as soon as I have enough vacation time built up, I will go on a trip with them, or at least go to I think you can go and stay at their base camp and help around the base camp and whatever works, so I can still be in it. And then the next year I can do the same thing. And I think I'll get more vacation days the next year, up to 10 maybe. I don't know the ins and outs because I haven't really signed that type of paperwork. So anyway, so my life is changing again, a new chapter. I feel like a sojourner, because well, I journey through this life. And my time in Nashville was a long time. I was there 9 years, so that was a long journey. And I've been in Florida for 6 years. Changed different locations, though. I was in one location for 4 years, and then I've been in this location for 2 years. And so now we're going to Kentucky. But you know what's exciting about that too? Well, it's a whole new area. And as much as I love the beach, I love the sunsets, I did love all of this. I did not like the no-see-ums. But Kentucky has a lot of things to see. They have caves. So of course I won't be very far from Mammoth Cave. So I'm very excited about that and checking that out. And I'm just excited about just going and finding some spots that I could go, you know, like on a Saturday or Sunday. Temperature's going to be cooler. So, you know, I'll be able to go out and do day trips. Florida is just too hot to get out in the summer and stuff. But I am looking forward just to being able to take a day trip here or there. It probably have to take my dog, you know. I am taking one of my older dogs. Well, they're both old. My daughter and I are splitting the pets, but anyway, so I'm excited about this new journey, and I'm going to try and make more videos. I'm thinking I will have more time, and I just feel this is going to be a more relaxed type of job. I'm not saying there's not going to be stress, but I'm not dealing with 130 teenagers every day with all the questions that they ask you every day. Just all these questions. Sometimes I would like to have a clicker just to click every time they ask you something. And I'm ready. Definitely ready. Things in education have changed in so many ways. I'm very fearful for the America's education system, and we're not going to talk about that, but I honestly don't know what these kids are going to do. I can't even begin to tell you all the issues. And even with the students, that you've got issues with the students, you've got issues with administration, you've got issues with our system. And you know, I've watched short reels on students not being able to write a sentence, and they can't. I'm telling you, it is really sad. I will have them write a paragraph, or even sometimes we've done an essay. It is so sad, the sentences that they think that they're writing, because you're just like, unless they copy and paste it, they can't write the sentence themselves. And that is a very scary, scary situation. And I don't know what's going to become of it. That's just one thing. That is just one thing. So I'm not going to worry about it anymore, because I'm not going to be in it. So I'm not going to be in the center of all of that anymore, and I won't have to worry about it. So I'm very excited about my new job and helping these parents with their goals in life. And you know, I've been a single parent since 2009, which I really was more before too, because my ex-husband wasn't there all the time. So that is the new chapter in my life. moving to Bowling Green in about 2 weeks. I should be home packing, but I did take a load to Goodwill. Then I started making these octopuses crocheting. Guys, I've got to have ADD just because, oh my word. But anyway, I've never really gone to be tested. I wouldn't medicate even if they said, yeah, you got it, because I don't want something forcing me to focus. If I can't focus, then I can't focus. It's just something that I have to deal with. I know I don't focus. I know. And sometimes I do force myself to try to, you know, just get this one thing done. Just stick to it, set a timer or whatever. And you know what? There's part of me that just says, this is who I am. And it's just, all these things that happen are just on the list of it, you know, somebody who has it. I'm just like, that's just who I am. I'm not gonna, nope. But anyway, so I should be packing, but I started making these octopuses. I think I'm going to give one to each of the science teachers. There's 3, and I'm going to give them the book, The Soul of an Octopus. Now there's a movie out. You guys must watch it. Remarkably Bright Creatures with Sally Fields. Excellent movie. I've already watched it twice, and I'll probably watch it again this weekend. Excellent movie. The narrator is an octopus. And I thought, are you kidding me? They have made a movie with an octopus who I'm just fascinated with. That animal is just amazing. And Sally Fields, who I love. Her acting abilities are just phenomenal. And so I had to watch it, and I did. And then I thought, oh, I'm going to make some octopuses. And I have a pattern that kind of makes a realistic one. I have patterns for cutesy ones, but I like the realistic one because it's realistic. So I started making some of those. Sometimes I wish I could just sit down like downtown or something and make them and just be sitting there crocheting and either sell them. That would be nice because I need money right now, or even just give away small ones, you know, that would be fun. But anyway, I think about those things. But if you haven't seen that movie, Remarkably Bright Creatures, please watch it. It's on Netflix. Just watch it. You won't be disappointed. But then another recommendation I want to give to you is when I first learned the most about octopuses was when I watched My Octopus Teacher. That was in Netflix too, and that was during 2020, during the lockdown. That's when it came out. And wow, those are fascinating, fascinating animals. Now, it's a documentary, but just amazing animals. And I'm just astounded at what they can do, their intelligence, and their abilities of the changing colors and textures. It's crazy. And then the sad part is they don't live very long. They only live a couple of years, and that's it. And I know about the female. That's the female. I'm not sure about the male. I wonder if they have a longer life. I'm now curious about that. Because the females, they start to die after they lay the eggs. So they will lay eggs. They will stay with their eggs, and they won't go out and get food for however long it takes for these eggs to do what they need to do to become an octopus. They don't go anywhere, so they get really weak. And then at that point, after the eggs hatch, they just float out into the ocean and die. And if a shark comes or some other predator, they just let them take them. It's sad. It's just so sad. But they are fascinating creatures. So anyway, all right, well, that is my update. I'm going to cut the video because it's getting too long. And I'm going to try to be, I'm going to try to keep this, talk more about this. We're going to go see some caves and all the things of Wyman, Kentucky. A lot of camping areas. And you know what's so exciting is I think I'm going to be able to get reservations and be able to go. Whereas here, I couldn't do it. Now, I would love to have a minivan so I could just go. Yeah, but that, I believe, is coming. It's coming. But anyway, so I'm excited to be able to do more camping. And because it's going to be cooler, that's the first thing. And it's not going to be all booked. And there's so many campgrounds right where I'm going. Mammoth Cave is one that I want to go to, too. So, what else? I guess that's it for now. That is my update. I'm entering a new chapter in my life. I'm excited about it. I think leaving teaching is going to reduce the stress on my body in ways that I probably don't even know yet. And I'm going to be able to get up and not be rushed to try and get into work as early as I can, because I have so much to do before the students arrive. I don't have to do that. And you know what? I'm going to be able to go to the bathroom whenever I need to go. I'm going to be able to drink tea or a cup of coffee, because you know what? When I have to go to the bathroom, I'm going to be able to go. I'm going to be able to drink water. You know why? Because I'm going to be able to go to the bathroom. I have a UTI. It about killed me the other day. So you can imagine why I have that. That's just one benefit, guys. That is just one. But it's one of my favorite. I'm going to be able to get up, and I'll probably even have time to make myself an egg and eat before I even go to work. Is that not crazy? Or I'm going to get to work and somebody's going to say, hey, do you want me to go pick you up a coffee? I'm going on a coffee run. And I'm going to be like, oh yeah, cool, yes, I want one. And then they're going to bring it back. And then I'm going to be able to drink it. And then, you know what? If I have to go to the bathroom, I'm going to be able to go. Yep, that's what's going to happen. I'm just so excited. The ladies that work on my team, they've been texting me. I'm so excited. Some of them, we have so many things in common. That crafting, being in nature, all the things. I'm so excited. So I hope I've got to make more moves. I would love to start making money with YouTube, because like I'm saying. Yeah, I have a crochet channel. I might try and see if that can take off. And like I said, I hope to be able to go camping more, and then I definitely will make more videos if I'm camping, because I feel that just talking like this is not as beneficial as if I'm out camping and you're trying to teach something and you're saying, hey, if you're by yourself, you can still do this. This is what I do. This is what I use. I feel like you are giving more than just me sitting here talking to y'all. Yeah. This is just like a vlog, and I'm not recommending any products for your life, all the things. But, and then the crocheting is just something I have a passion for. Though with arthritis hands, it is not always fun, but the end result is always amazing. All right, well, let's end this video. And hopefully I'm going to be talking to you guys when I get to my new home, because I want to show you the new home. It is a 3-bedroom ranch home. I am so excited. All right. I will see you in the next video.